Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? And it's Saturday, hurrah! Break out the bunting. We can enjoy a map with a stunning thumbnail today. Really like today's. Had to review it because of the thumbnail. Then I saw the slightly phallic looking map. Let me just spin this around for you. Once seen, never unseen, and I promise you this will be the last time I mention this particular image in today's review. Let's move on. It's Costa Valley by Costa, and like I say, I saw the thumbnail and I knew we had to review it. Beautifully done, very nicely done, describes it as a realistic building map. There's your start square location, lots of build plane and the intersection right in the bottom corner, absolutely lovely. And resources, lots of fertile land, especially away from the valley. So we'll have a look at that as well, make sure that's all nice and workable. What do we need on the workshop? And the answer is absolutely nothing. Except for it's a lie. You need mass transit, you need the realistic European v1.4 theme. These things need to be put into the description. There's also a second Costa Valley map, the 81 tile map. If I'm honest with you, I don't know what the difference is without actually opening the map, because there's nothing in the description, still no mention of mass transit, still no mention of the European theme. Bad boy. Bad boy. Because look at these roads. These are mass transit roads. If you don't have mass transit, load this map up, you will have no roads and no outside connections, and you will be shafted badly. Badly. I mean, they're perfectly nice roads, but you need the information when you're downloading the map. Not having the correct theme, you could select a different theme, etc, etc. But you need to know about the DLC. It's a simple thing to put in to the description. I have finished nagging you now, Costa. I have finished nagging. I'm actually wagging my finger at the screen as I say all this. The road layout is okay. It's a one highway connection that connects from one side of the map to the other and goes all the way through the valley, which is okay. 4 lanes is probably the maximum that you want, and so I can bow to that, I guess. We'll be having a look at the rail in a minute, although all it does is follow the line of the highway. So yeah, we'll fly over that quickly at the end. Intersection, start square intersection is fine, nothing wrong with it, very simple, and there. Right into the trees. I think I would have liked that cleared of trees a little bit, because obviously when you are building, if you build over trees, they are not removed from the tree count. So it would have been nice just to have had them removed. A little bit of jinky janky highway there. Nothing too major. Nothing major at all. Yeah, hardly notice it if you were driving along that, if I'm honest with you. Then we head around the valley, around the lake at the top of the valley now. Don't mind these trees in the central reservation. I'm happy with that. Yeah. And the road placements, it's placed by a sane and normal, regular, sensible person. These roads are lovely. They're parallel, they're flat, they're smooth, they're tidily done. I mean, they're placed down by somebody competent that knows what they're doing. And even this little bit here, where we get this this raised section between the two, I'm okay with that. That's not too much of a raise, and it makes a little bit of sense. I'm okay with that. These roads have been placed down by somebody who knows what they're doing. They are competent. It's just a sensible thing, and I applaud Costa for their highway placement. And why am I making such a big thing of this? I will get to that in a minute. You know me, set them up and knocking them down. Like down here, we've got a little bit of a bump in the highway there. Yeah, I can let that go. I'll let it go. See, something minor like that isn't going to draw away from the fact that we've got some... Oh, hang on, this is a bit jinky-janky. Oh, ouch. What happened? Did you get distracted? Were you, like, drawn away from the computer? Were you running out of time to finish building your map? Like here, see where the intersection comes out right in the middle of this broad hedgerow? I mean, come on. You can do better than that. You're going to have to demolish all of those trees. It's absolute... That was pointless, I'm afraid. That was pointless. Anyway, we were talking about the highways. And the highways are a little bit... they're good. They're just kind of like lost their way a little bit lately. This is a bit better. We're coming back. They're smooth. They're parallel. They're gentle. Oh, we've got another intersection here. And this comes out... Oh, see, now that's perfect. Yeah, just a couple of trees to get through and you've got a nice build plane there. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much, Costa. And a little bit jinky-janky coming out as well, but we'll just ignore that. And then, I think Costa stopped making it and their 3-year-old nephew took over. This is ugly. I mean, look at that. We had all of that area is absolutely pristine and beautiful. And I love it. And then down here... we've got this. Now, okay, this is ugly, but this isn't the worst of it. I mean, okay, the pillars aren't aligned. They're not at the same level, the two bridges. They're clinging onto the side for dear life. But that isn't the worst of it. Then we've got this, which is, oh my God, what the hell were you playing at, Costa? But that's not the worst of it. This is where it all goes to pan. Okay? Ouch. Untidy, put down in a hurry, and then look at this. Just please let me switch the fog off. We're gonna need the fog off for this. Fog. Hang on. Done. What on earth is going on here? I'm absolutely astounded by what is actually going on here. I mean, if nothing else, I mean, let's go right to the edge of the map there. Right, if nothing else, we've got thousands of drowned trees down here as well. And you know I love my trees. You know, what are you drowning them for? That's just mean. You know, drown the bloody drivers, they don't deserve nothing. But the trees, poor fellas, they've got no chance of escape. Let's have a quick look at that rail. I promised you we'll have a look at the rail. The rail isn't quite as flat and as smooth as I'd like it to be, but it's not that bad. I mean, up this little ridge here, it wouldn't need to go up there, but there we are. It describes the map as a realistic build, but it's not entirely realistic. You know, up here, up the slope again, and down the slope on the other side again. It's not the worst. Of all the maps we've seen, this rail route isn't anywhere near awful. It's just not brilliant. And it will dead end in a minute, and we will go to an asset review. But I just wanted to leave this thought with you, that the rail is better than the roads. All in all, it's better than the roads. I need to cry. Pass me a tissue. Ouch, dead ends, there you go. And off to Asset Corner in Assetville for today's funky and very slightly quirky asset. That's what I'm looking for. It's Add Genestealer's Spaghetti Monster Monument by Kebab. Spaghetti and kebabs. Two of my favourite things. All we need now is pizza, and I'm set for an early heart attack. It's a lovely little monument. If anything, I think possibly they've gone overdone on the grasses. But that said, I like it. We've got a nice little motif on the front there, which is obviously the spaghetti monster. I have no idea what the spaghetti monster is, but it's one of those things. I just need to lie down now. I need to lie down. Today's show is getting away from me. Oh, do I get a day off tomorrow? Apparently I do. Apparently. Gene Stealer's Spaghetti Monster Monument by Kebab. There's that set. And off to Themington Island for this week's theme and LUT. And it's the final one of the week. It's Owl's Bolivia theme by Owl with Owl's Cinematic HDV2 LUT. Oh, it has been a hoot this week with your theme and LUTs, Owl. It's good to see you back, and we know you're in the process of putting together a map. Cannot wait, my friend. I really cannot wait to get my hands on it. Off to do some factoids? Why not? None of the widely used household disinfectants can accurately claim to be 100% effective. I think the only thing 100% effective against, well, germs is fire. Try that. But wait till your parents go out first. Tobacco doesn't need to be harmful. It can be turned into a valuable source of protein. But not if you smoke it, I imagine. Maybe if you eat it, but not if you smoke it. It's an expensive way to eat. I would stick to simple foods like spaghetti and kebab and pizza. Shipping routes, back at Costa Valley by Cuda. Shipping routes are fine, actually. I don't have any problems with any of these. We've got some go right up the middle of the river here and up this way into the lake and loops around. Everything's okay with that. Water flow, there's not too much obvious going on in the sea, but once you get to the river, there's plenty pouring out. A little bit trying to push its way in, but that's not going to be any problem at all. That just gets recycled and sent back out to sea. Of course, the world's greatest water generator is the waterfall, and we've got a big old waterfall there. We've got two water sources on the either sides of the river here, which just look ridiculous. Fortunately, well outside of the 25 tiles, and you may not even notice. And it's up on the plateau as well, so once again, you may not even get up there. The lake is fine. There's 3 water spawn points within the lake, and that's fine. It pushes everything around. This is weird, though. This is very choppy water. I think we need to probably switch the fog off again. See, fog off, fog on, fog off. This is choppy indeed. We'll have a little look at this before we shut the map down to see if we can work out what's causing this. But that is very, very choppy water. Maybe it would have been ideal for a lighthouse. Ooh, an essential lighthouse. Do love an essential lighthouse. As we were looking at water, let's have a look at the waterfall. Like the look of the waterfall. I like the way it works with the grey of the European theme, and it's pretty nice actually. The river leading up to it is very straight and boring, and then the feeder rivers there, 3 of them, they're pretty boring too. And in fact, when I say feeder, obviously the water's running the wrong way there as well, so I know what I'm talking about. The riverbanks, once we get down to the valley, this is where it matters. This is where it matters. The realistic build area. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Nice lake around here to build. Not going to be the largest city build on this map, because you're stuck between these plateaus which are unbuildable, and this is where all the fertile land is up here. And why even paint fertile land up there? I would ask, basically. You might get a few farms up there if you really want to. Stick some sort of like monorail up there. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. Shall we have a look at this choppy water before we sign off? Let's switch that off. Now it's flat. There's no water spawn points, and it's just the way that the water's been forced up into the corner by the landmass that's causing this choppiness. It's not something we see very often. I'm pretty sure it's not intentional, and for me, it doesn't really work. And so aesthetically, I kind of quite like it. As proven by the thumbnail as well, it can look really, really nice as a map. It's nowhere near a 4th star though, but 3 stars is still a good score. I'm going to give it 3. Detailing problems. Underwater roads can't go above 2 stars because that needs fixing. And also the lack of any information about mass transit, especially about mass transit, is a major detailing error, and therefore I can only give 1 star for detail. Gameplay potential, I'd like to give it 3, maybe 4 stars, but yes, the underwater roads, I'm going to lose a star for that. and because it needs fixing. Maybe that's why we've got the 81 tile map, possibly. I don't know. Doesn't say in the description, who knows. But also the lack of mass transit information. It can break the game instantly. I'm going to give it a 2nd star because I think there's room, and if you've got mass transit, boom. Costa Valley by Costa. Today's map, very disappointing, I'm afraid, after seeing such a glorious thumbnail. Costa, don't give up, my friend. You've got a lot of potential. You've got some really nice map ideas. I think you can produce some really nice stuff. You just need to eliminate some of these basic errors. Anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me tomorrow for a special, and then Monday for a new full week of What Map. It's been great chatting with you. Have a great day, and I'll see you very, very soon.